question. Kevin did take a look at that property today. We're gonna go over it tomorrow and see. He was unsure. It's a culmination of code enforcement, zoning, and they're seeing some stuff to write us. We'll take a look at that.
I think there's a whole host of things.
We talked about that one today. Happy to say the fiber project is about complete. They're about to turn on the parks, which will lead to surveillance of the parks and eventually Wi-Fi. Hopefully, my goal is late fall to have that turned on and that we can test it out through the winter. It will be limited internet. We're not going to give people the ability to come and watch all kinds of high-def movies. It'll be for you just to connect to the internet and get your email and web surfing, etc. So that's finally about completed. Last but not least, solicitations are on the uptick for gas aggregation. Please, we will never call you. I got about 4 calls this week from folks that got switched, thinking we were the ones that switched you. So please tell your neighbors, your friends, your relatives that we will never call you to switch out. You're happy and free to leave our program at any time. Sometimes you can find a better deal if you want to play the monthly utility game. That's certainly an option. You might save $1 or $2. But at the end of the day, you usually end up losing because when you do switch, it's usually a temporary rate that is 4 times what we pay 2 months down the road. So we will never contact you about switching. I do have 2 POs for your consideration tonight, both for our friends at the fire department.
You're the friends.
First one is a blanket vendor for tuition reimbursement for the union contract, $10,500. This is the second half of their allotted budget item. Second one is for a blanket vendor for EMS supplies and services. This is $15,000. It's the second half of their budgeted item.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. Walbarger?
Aye.
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weedman?
Aye. Anything else, Greg?
That's all I have.
Okay. Questions? Planning and zoning report?
Mr. Holbert was unable to be here tonight. He had nothing further to add. Just in speaking about planning and zoning, I need to get, the board needs to tell me about the next workshop, the dates you're available. We need to schedule things around it. So just a reminder, let me know for the previous workshop, let me know the week of the 12th there, 13th, Mr. Connor's not available. Let me know
Okay.
when you guys are available so we can get that set up.
Greg, it might be a good idea for you to send an email to everybody so that they,
I will.
so you can get that. Communications.
Yes, we have a communication from the Adler family thanking fire and EMS for the good care of their mother at the seasons. They made numerous runs there. Unfortunately, she has passed away, but they still appreciate the good care that she received.
Okay. Old business, we have a resolution approving site plan for the Grader's Ice Cream Development in Sycamore Township. Mr. Miller.
It's not Depot. Yeah, we had been around and around and around on this, and I think I finally came up with some language that should work for everybody. Graders has agreed that for the tables and benches and trash receptacles and the sidewalk, that they would contribute those with an amount not to exceed $7,500. I talked to Tracy, and he said we should be able to do that easily for that with the sidewalk. The other issue that I had on it was it said trash receptacles on their property are to be approved by staff. That's a bit of an issue because it's a question whether the board actually needs to approve those, and I know you don't really want to have to look at trash cans at some point in the future to decide. So I came up, this is what they were actually proposing. I sent a copy of this out to you this afternoon for the trash cans that would be on their property.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't
How many
think,
gallons is that unit?
I don't know. But I don't think Mr. Kellums was happy with it for the park because he was afraid it might be a little too flimsy and not large enough.
Well, not large enough, that's the reason I'm asking that question.
Well, and I don't know what the scale on that is, but these are gonna be on their property.
But that doesn't matter. I mean,
Right, my point
Well,
being,
but
if they
that's-
get torn up, they're the ones that have to
I'm talking about
replace them.
capacity. All I'm interested in is capacity. So we don't have trash in that park.
Well,
This is not the park.
If those are full,
They have to empty.
but they might go on the ground as well. My point is, if they have capacity on their property, it takes the pressure off of our property.
Right, but if it fills up, they don't have a problem with emptying
Okay.
their trash.
Okay.
So I think that's a resolution to it.
and we have staff approval on the
Final
trash
approval.
receptacles in the
Yes.
park that they're going to do.
Correct.
Pay for, correct? So-
Right.
So we can specify
Yes.
size and height.
Right,
For
because
those.
that's going on our
Because
property.
that's
We
ours.
already discussed that, you want
Yeah.
the big, the real big ones. You know,
Well-
I mean, you say,
All I
The
want
point
is,
is, whatever mixed combination of
Yeah.
receptacles
To get the
versus
7,500.
benches versus tables,
gotcha.
versus the walkway,
Gotcha.
and the walkway would be required. They're willing to contribute the $7,500 toward that.
But the walkway's on their property. Oh, you mean,
No,
when it gets to
the
our
park.
property? I got
When it
you.
gets to the park.
Okay.
My understanding is the walkway on their property is just painting.
It is, it is.
So, but this will be an actual installation.
Okay, and we can probably do that in-house for the cheap.
I don't know, Tracy estimated, we've estimated it's probably 50 feet over to the circular area.
Okay.
Tracy said it'd run about $850 a square foot. So that's like 2,100
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
that. So,
that's good.
which would leave another 5,000
Yeah,
left over.
that's good, okay.
So, I have, with that explanation, I have a resolution approving a site plan for the Grader's Ice Cream Development in Sycamore Township and dispensing with the second reading.
motion,
Second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarber?
aye,
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weedman?
Aye. Next item is, resolution adopting Sycamore Township tax budget for 2020. Mr. Miller, you have a,
I do, and I think there's actually two copies of these because one goes down to the auditor. I have a resolution adopting Sycamore Township tax budget for 2020, dispensing with the second reading and declaring an emergency.
Motion.
second,
motion is second, any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarber?
aye,
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weedman?
Aye. And I think we have a nuisance property as well.
That I do not have.
Do you have that, Greg?
I-
12099?
I do not have that, so I'm gonna assume either it got abated, because Harry and I talked about everything today, so I'm gonna assume it got abated and got pulled, just didn't get pulled off of our agenda.
Okay. Our final resolution would be approving contract for 2019 Onyx Road Repair Project.
And this is from Tuesday's workshop, a resolution approving a contract for the 2019 Onyx Road Repair Project and dispensing with the second reading.
Motion to approve.
and second, I have a question, is that, the streets that he mentions, are there, is that the limit, the number of streets he's doing? Or are there
Those are,
more?
yeah, he's only doing those streets.
Just those streets?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that
This is because we were under budget.
Yes, correct.
So we had excess funds, so we were using it to
Just the
improve
10
those,
streets.
improve those streets that he made. Do you have a motion, second, any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarber?
Aye,
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weedman?
Aye. Okay, we have trustee comments.
I just mentioned the fact that last night there was a library listening session over at Amity School in regard to the Deer Park branch of the public library. Very well attended, they said it was the highest attendance of any that they've had at their various branches. And people had some really good ideas. They very much appreciate their library, they very much need it for a lot of reasons, including the fact that a lot of the students don't have Wi-Fi at home, and so they come to the library so that they can do their homework and have access to Wi-Fi. There's also a summer lunch program too that's very necessary and popular. So at any rate, all of that information is going into a master plan that they're gonna do probably around the first of the year. They have additional levy money, they had a levy passed in May last year that was generating more money for them, and now they're figuring out how to spend it. But it's a very good session,
Great.
very good session.
I just have a comment, can I go there?
Mm-hmm.
I just, you had started this whole thing with a rumor you heard at Philadelphia Shopping Center, about the library closing. And all I did was make a couple phone calls, and the lease is August 31st through 2021, so it's like 2 years. So.
No, it was clearly stated at that meeting that this was not about closing, this was
There
about.
was a rumor that you had.
Yeah, no, that was dispelled quickly, that's not the case at all.
And then, my only comment is the audio on our website needs to be updated. The last audio is a workshop on May 21st.
Take a look at it.
Okay, anything else? I don't have any comments. We do have bills and receipts, I'm sorry, Mr. Porter.
Yes, we had receipts of $655,583.39, disbursements of $285,483.63. A complete listing of all receipts and disbursements is available in the office for you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarber?
Aye.
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weaver?
Aye.
I make a motion that we enter into executive sessions for purposes of property acquisition and pending litigation.
Motion, we have second.
We have a second.
Motion is second. Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarber?
Aye.
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weaver?
Aye.